আজকে চশমা পড়তে ভুলে গেছি। Alright, before we get started, I want to thank you all for all those good and amazing responses that I got from you. To be honest, যখন 4 সপ্তাহ আগে আমি আমার প্রথম ভিডিওটা আপলোড করছিলাম তখন আমি যে রকমের একটা রেসপন্স পাইছি তার থেকে এখন আমি যেরকম একটা রেসপন্স পাইতেছি it's whole different level. And plus আরেকটা জিনিস সেটা হচ্ছে I am getting a lot of requests. So বছরের পর বছর ধরে একটা জিনিস খুব বারবার আসতেছিল that teach me editing, teach me this, teach me that, teach me photography, teach me মানে অনেক কিছু well আমিও যে কোনো অর্গানাইজেশন বা কোনো ইনস্টিটিউশনের কাছ থেকে শিখে আসছি it's not nothing like that, all from YouTube. এডিটিং থেকে শুরু করে ক্যামেরার ফ্রেমিং কিরকম করে করতে হয় বা হচ্ছে কম্পোজিশন কেমনে রাখতে হয়, কালারিং এর ব্যাপারটা, লাইট ফিক্সের ব্যাপারটা, লাইটিং শিখার ব্যাপারটা, every single thing is from YouTube. আজকালও যে ব্যাপারটা আছে it's not something I created or it's not something I invented, it's something that I knew from before, learning from the other YouTubers that I see on YouTube. ওদের কাছ থেকে শিখতে now আমি হচ্ছে এখন এই পর্যায়ে আছি and it's kind of became my style. So without further ado, let's just start what we are about to do. Spoiler alert, you're gonna hear a lot of this. So here we are on Photoshop right now. I'm using 2019 version. You can use whatever version you want. More or less all the tools are pretty much same unless there are a little or one or two tweaks. Max, but trust me, get 2019 or get 2020, get the updated version. It's gonna help you a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go to filter and select camera raw filter, which is my favorite feature of Photoshop, because it's kind of like Lightroom ta jokhon Photoshop e niye asha hoy, it's kind of completely like that. All the features are here. Okay, so first what we are going to do is amra ei chobitar light fixes er dike ekটু কাজ করব. So light fixes er jonno ekhon amra jeta korte pari that we need to tweak a little bit of the exposure. That is fine. Maybe we will go with the contrast. The contrast is really important because it actually differentiates your photo from light to shadow. So it matters a lot. Okay. So as you can see, chobita dekhe hoyto ba ekটু overexposed lagte pare, but the white area is big. So what we are going to do is we are going to decrease the highlight, which is going to bring a lot of detail and a lot of attention to your photo. I mean, let's see, if it's high, all you can see in the face is just white is dominating and you lose a little bit detail here. But when you decrease the highlight, you can see that it's balanced. Okay, so we're going to go in the shadows. So what shadow does is it makes a big impact on your photo in terms of creating moods. Let's say that we are gonna go all the way up and you can see this photo is very detailed. You can see the racks over here and the bokeh is completely shown over here and stuff. But what are we doing here? We are creating a gloomy and rainy mood. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna decrease it until it satisfies us. I guess it's gonna go with something around here. 43 is fine. 43 is kind of fine. Now we're going to increase our white a little bit. Well, what texture does is, let me zoom it up here a little bit. Too much, I'm sorry. Okay, so what texture does is, let me see, if I increase it, you can see the photo is getting more detailed. But the problem ta hocche seta holo texture ami joto baracchi, you can see the photo is getting too noise on her face, here and there, it's everywhere. So we're going to decrease it a little bit, as much as we want. It completely depends on what our photo demands on that. Okay, so I guess 5 is fine on that. Okay, well, now we have done on the texture stuff. Now let's decrease the clarity to maintain a little bit smoothness, a little bit glamour on the model's face. Alright, so let's go and work with the dehaze a little bit. A little too much, maybe. This is fine. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep it 0. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's zoom out and let's see a little bit. You know what happens when you increase the contrast a little bit? The color pops out more. So the shirt is too much colorful, so I'm gonna go and decrease the vibrance a little bit. Around 10, yeah. Okay, 10 is right. Alright, so we are done with all the basic fixes over here. Now we are going to go on the next segment, and which is curves. It's all game, like you're just gonna play with your tools and have fun and do all the stuff. Well, the fade is quite okay here. Yeah, this is fine. Now we are gonna go and add some vignette into it. So you may ask why, because you see the photo is kind of bright over here, but we don't want that. It's something gloomy that is going to be happen in this photo, something that is going to draw attention on the model, and as well as the darkness, the dark weather, the dark environment that she is. So we're gonna go with that. So we're going to click effects, and we will see here the vignettes, and now gradually decrease, I guess. Okay, no, this is too much. Well, this is fine. We will decrease the midpoints a little bit. So as you can see, I am decreasing the midpoints. All the attention is going to the model over here. But you know what it's doing? It's just like creating a black layer over here which is visible. So how do you make it smooth? Feather. So we're gonna add feather into it, and you can see the magic, what happens over here. Okay, so we will gonna decrease it a little bit, increase this a little bit. Maybe the midpoint can go a little bit up, and the roundness can go a little bit over here. Okay, now the moment of truth. Bhai, color grading kemne koren apnar chhobir? Well, it's completely easy, and it's not something that I invented or I created. I learned it from various other YouTubers, various other photo editors. All it needs is practice, trust me. So for the color gradings, we are going to go at calibration, which is my favorite, and we will work with the blue primary over here and just see what happens. Oh, well, you can see the color changes. Now, it's all about balance over here. Like, you know, it's too much. I'm just showing you what happens. Well, let's do the green. You can see what's happening. You can see, like, you can do whatever you want. It's on your own preference, actually. Okay, so let me just put it on 0. Well, the green, well, I was just making fun, so let's start from the beginning. Yeah. Okay, so we'll slowly decrease the hue over this. 40, yeah, I guess 40 is fine, but wait, maybe I can decrease it a little bit more. 66, no, it's too much. Okay, let's give it 45 for now. We will see what happens later. And you can see that there is a color imbalance over here. So to balance it, we're going to use the green primary hue. So we're going to go with that. 50, well, it looks quite okay. We can decrease it a little bit more. Alright, this looks fine. This looks completely fine. Alright, so we're going to increase the saturation here a little bit. You can see why. Add some color on the model's attires and the model's face, the skin tone, you know, and we love the skin tone, obviously. Like, okay, so as you can see, well, here is some color irregularities. Like, আমি এখন blue এর যেহেতু এখানে blue তে আমি বেশি কাজ করছি, the shirt color totally changed, and you can see the sky over here. The sky is completely different right now. So we're gonna go to HSL adjustments, hue, and like increase the blue shade a little bit. Well, it gives us the color a little bit, you know, you see over here. Now, we're gonna work with the red over here right now. So we're gonna increase the saturation of the red around 10, 22, okay, wait, 14, yeah, 14 is fine. We go to luminance, add some luminance to the red, and it looks quite well. Okay, so, well, it's still quite vibrant, and we know that we don't want any vibrance because we are going for gloomy photo. Decrease the vibrance a little bit. Too much. I guess, yeah, minus 25. Well, it's fine. It's completely fine. Now it's all balanced. So that's what the color grading is over here. Well, we can see the results. You can hit P, and you can see this is the before, this is the after. Huge difference. Okay, so far so good, but you know, like when you see this, you can easily notice that the subject is a little bit dark. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go to the adjustment brush, and well, it's already set for me over here. You can use it or you can change it over later. Let me just dab over here for a little bit, and let's see what result it gives me. Right on the hand, over here a little bit. Okay, so you see, if I increase it, only selectively, just একটা জায়গার মধ্যে ওই রেজাল্টটা আসছে, not the whole area, because this area is selected from the adjustment brush. So, well, obviously it's too much. Okay, so I'm gonna decrease it and I'll keep it right over, kinda on, no, okay, well, let's keep it 45 for now. We can change it later, obviously. Just keep it over there, add some highlights, and this looks amazing. You can see that, right? So after all that, যেহেতু হচ্ছে কি আমরা ছবির প্যাটার্নটা এরকম লাগছে যে মাঝখানে শুধু সাবজেক্ট পপ আউট করছে আমার and the other area is quite darkened, so সেই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যে জিনিসটা করতে পারি যে we can take graduated filter and decrease the exposure over a little bit. Maybe this is fine. Okay. So after all that, if you're satisfied with your result, just click OK. And we're gonna see, and voila. Well, you can see the changes here right now. Well, this is the before and this is the after. So after we're done with all these things, now, well, something looks missing to me, and that is, well, the eye is a little bit distracting for me. Like, I want some attention to the eye as well as I have the attention on the whole footage. Okay, so the eyes, we are gonna zoom in a little bit so that we can see it clearly. As you can see, like, she wears a blue lens and like her attire is blue. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just open the curve adjustment layer and just we're gonna raise it way high. And আমি জানি এখন সবাই আমাকে অনেক গালাগালি করতেছে যে সাজ্জাদ কি করতেছিস তুই এগুলা, how do you ruin this photo, how, just how? Well, trust me, it gets better. Well, let's twitch it a little bit over here. Alright, so we're gonna close that and select the mask, press Ctrl I, which is invert, and we're gonna paint on the eye on the opposite direction of light. Well, let's press B, which is like my brush tool. My foreground color is white. Make sure it stays white, otherwise it's gonna be something else. Okay, so this is the light's direction, so we are gonna paint in the opposite side. Let me just decrease my brush a little bit. Okay, so we are gonna paint over here, a little bit damp. Right here, right here. Yeah, this looks good. Well, we can always let me just make it black. We can always erase this where we don't want it. Is it over here? I don't want it over here. I don't want it on the white areas. So yeah, this looks good. This looks fine. So now we are gonna go and take the hue and saturation layer and increase the saturation. For this, we're gonna do the same thing. Click on the mask, invert, and just take the white brush and paint on the eye. You see, it's so easy. Now, as you can see, now look the difference. Oops, sorry. So, okay, let's look the difference. Here's the before and here's the after. Now, you will feel like it's too much for your eye, right? Okay, so like it looks a little bit horrifying, or like a little bit horror touch on it. So we're going to decrease the opacity. 52 is nice, okay. And we're gonna merge visible this, and there you have it, guys. That's all for me. This is how I make a photo that looks like this to something that looks like way more dramatic and way more gloomy than it was before. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit a thumbs up if you like the video. Share this video with your friends. I know there are lots and lots of guys and girls who will love to see my tutorials and practice it at home. Make sure to subscribe Urban Chitro, because I'm gonna come with lots and lots of videos every single week and new things for you to learn. Follow me on Instagram, Urban Chitro Food, where I upload all my food shots, and Urban Chitro Portraits, where I upload my portrait shots every single day, daily. All my Instagram and Facebook page links are down below on the description. And let me know in the comment section that what you want to watch from me in my next video. That's all for today. I'll see you next week. Peace.